Hello all and welcome to A Game. This is Steve and I just wanted to go through my top 5 add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Okay, so we're just going down the runway here at London City Airport. We're going to do a short flight today to London Gatwick. And as we turn this corner, one of the first ones I just wanted to introduce to you as a fantastic add-on is this one, which allows you to do announcements, and you can choose the airline that you wish, or you can add your own announcements as well. These are only a brief overview of some of the add-ons that you can look at. So this is the first one. So if I just show you in a minute, we're just going to do a takeoff, and then what we'll do is we'll show you what some of these announcements is like. So we're just getting permission to take off at the moment. There we go, we have permission to take off. This is another add-on that I'm currently using that allows you to do a replay of your flights. So we're just using that one. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on, as we just take off from London City.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
So that warning is just telling us we're too low
terrain.
Being in the city, this is one of the most difficult airports to take off. You need to get to a good height early on because of all the very tall buildings, skyscrapers. So there's London City as we just passed by, and you should be able to see the Thames as we make our turn. And this is the add-on, so we'll just show you what that does. So we'll just do a takeoff announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from a selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight.
There's the Houses of Parliament just along the Thames there.
Purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct exchange would be greatly appreciated, and if we could be of any further assistance, and with that, you join us in the cabin shortly.
So that's the first add-on that we love here at A Game, and it's called AirTool. We'll leave all the links in the comments section underneath so you can see, or in the description should we say. Also gives you seatbelt signs. The other add-on we're using here today is a very well-known one, fly-by-wire. If you haven't had a go at that yet, highly recommend it. It's basically a study level aircraft of the A320 NEO, which we're flying at the moment, with a EasyJet livery. And what that means is effectively you just get a lot of free, more accurate kind of add-ons for the A320. So one of the main reasons we love it, or the reason we downloaded this one, is due to the sounds that you get with it. So there's loads of improvements on sound and that's things like your smoking sign, chime, seatbelt sign, chimes, that, you know, the no smoking sign, and there's also loads of other things like startup sounds that they've added, fuel pump sounds, touchdown sounds that even better than it did before, and also, as you can probably hear, there's also an improvement on the wind noise, so it does sound more realistic when you're flying the planes, just adding to the immersion of the whole game. They've also improved things like the lights and the cockpit. Pretty much all the nearly all the switches work, and they all work as they should. I'm not going to go into loads of detail and bore you, but take a look yourselves. There's loads of improvements there, and you've also got things like a cockpit door camera that was added recently as well. So loads of really good improvements. Highly recommend you take a look at those. Another of the functions that we really like is this one here, which is effectively Bing Maps, which you can use to see exactly where you are on the map. So there's been several times, so we're just coming over Godalming here, but there's been several times where we've wanted to fly somewhere local perhaps that we know of, and trying to find it just by flying across, and can sometimes be difficult to locate exactly where you are with the standard map. Well, this one really just gives you an idea of exactly where you are. So we're just flying over Dunsfold at the moment, which is where Top Gear is filmed in the UK. So we're just coming over that now. You might actually be able to see the runway that they film on, which I think we're just coming over now, just below us. I'll just try and give you a better view of that. So that's the runway, or the track that they race around at Dunsfold for Top Gear. So the map, this Bing map is really helpful. Again, we'll give you all of the links down below so that you can download these yourselves, but I highly recommend that one because it really does help you navigate to different locations. And the other one is, as I briefly mentioned, the replay function, which is what we're using here to basically just show you all the different angles of this flight, and just play around. Again, just makes it feel really immersive, and you can watch back your flights. You can set up the cameras on the runway or in the tower and watch your landings or takeoffs, which will give you a clip of a little later on. And I think we're just coming into land now, so we're just going to show you the landing. And we're going to do different, just to show you the replay function, we're going to give you different views. We're going to give you different views of the landing, so bear with us while we try and sort that out for you.
2000.
Obviously this is the cockpit, but we'll show you from the runway and from the tower so you can get an idea of how this replay function can work. The first one we're going to do is as if you're a passenger, so we're going to land, we're going to sit in the passenger seat and just see what it's like to land with this replay, so you can get an idea of the type of shots that you can achieve. It's really great, love it. You've got to get involved, get these add-ons downloaded, and make your donations to the developers. Some great stuff going on here, and just makes the whole experience a lot more fun. So sit back and enjoy the landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
30, 10.
So there we go, there was the landing. And we'll show you that landing in different views as well, so you get to see the landing from lots of different points of view. Last but by no means least, we have the number 5, the Gatwick Airport freeware add-on, which just massively improves everything about this airport, and there's loads of detail. We just sped it up for you to have a really quick tour around so you can see the kind of detail that's in this particular add-on. Can't recommend it enough, but have a look and see what you think. And if you've enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and please hit that subscribe button for us. It really helps us out, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Thanks very much.